What's up guys, it is Charzzariah and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we defeated our father Norman at the Petalburg gym, and on this episode you may notice that we are heading back to Rustboro City. There is a very good reason for that, because I, in my infinite wisdom, forgot once again to show something we can do while in Rustboro City. Do you guys remember that fossil we picked up quite a while ago back in the desert? Well, if we take that to one of the researchers in the Devon Company, he can actually revive it for us. So that's where we're going to go right now. Also, before we get too far into this episode, and before I forget, I would like to apologize for the lack of content, or, well, lack of Pokemon Emerald Let's Play over the past couple of weeks. I realized this video is coming out about 2 weeks later than it should have. That is just mainly because university exams take up all of your time. And I was not able to film or record anything really because I was just so focused on trying to study and get really good grades on my exams, so that next semester, when I change courses into my nice new media course, I don't have to worry about any of those old courses coming back to bite me. But now that I've gotten that out of the way, and I am now on break, so I have enough time to make countdowns, make Let's Plays. Tim and I actually just filmed episode 17 of Let's Play Dark Souls Versus the other day, so that'll give you a bit of dating on those episodes and this episode. Yeah, we're quite ahead, seeing as this morning I uploaded Dark Souls Part 6, so we're 11 parts in front, but that's okay, because that means that I can just pump them out regularly and not have to worry about losing track of them like I did with Pokemon Emerald, and like I have done with my top 10 Dark Souls bosses video that was supposed to come out a long time ago. Needless to say, that is my ramble over. Let us talk to the nice little researcher. Wait, the thing you have there, is that a Pokemon fossil? Well, it sure is, mate. Would you like to bring that Pokemon back to life? I think so, yeah. Excellent, let's do this straight away. We hand over the claw fossil to the Devon researcher, and if we walk out of this room, and then back into the room, I believe it's like that. Thanks for waiting. Your fossilized Pokemon has been brought back to life. The fossil was an ancient Pokemon, Anorith. We received Anorith from the Devon researcher. If you had picked up the root fossil, you would have gotten the Pokemon Laleep, which is a repel wearing off, it would seem. No, which is a grass rock type, which will eventually evolve into Cradily, which, if you can get it with a Storm Drain ability, it is a very, very useful Pokemon to have, as it will completely resist all water type attacks. Being a grass rock type, I mean, that's not detrimental, as the grass negates the rock's weakness to water, but it's still nice to have. Anorith is a bug rock type, and that will evolve into Armaldo. Still quite a good defensive Pokemon, but I think Armaldo leans more on the attacking side than Cradily does, if my memory serves me correctly. If it doesn't, I'll pop something up on screen like I did for the user return. Anyway, now that we're back in Verdanturf and heading back towards Moorville City, yeah, on this episode I think we'll probably head over the ocean and see what we can see with Surf. But first we have Watson, it would seem. Oh, Jack, you look like you have a lot of zip. That's a good thing. Fine, I've decided I need a favour, Jack. Moorville City has an underground sector called New Moorville. Jack, I'd like you to go down there and switch off the generator. The generator is running a bit haywire. It's getting unsafe. Here's the key to get into New Moorville. We obtained the basement key. Oh, very nice. Don't you worry about it. It won't be a challenge to you. The entrance to New Moorville is just a short surf away from Route 110. That's it. Then you have my trust. Okay, then I guess we're going to go to New Moorville this episode. All I would have done was progress through the normal areas anyway, so I think we can take a slight detour from the main quest today. Now, since we, defeated our father last episode, I think a nice little relaxing side quest could do us some good. We have a tentacle here. I don't know how you slipped past the repel. Unless, did the repel wear off? I think it might have. I think it actually might have, and I just didn't pay attention to it. Oh well. We will gladly take you out. Not with damage like that, though. No, sorry. Yeah. But while we're battling this tentacle for some reason, I'll just talk about some stuff. I've been looking at actually picking up a Nintendo GameCube recently. I've been looking around a couple of game shops, eBay, all that good kind of stuff. Just trying to find one to pick one up, because I never actually owned one back when they first came out. I had a couple of friends who owned them, and I'd play theirs from time to time if I'd ever see them. I did once play a Toys R Us demo of Pokémon Colosseum, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I've seen a lot of people play Super Smash Bros. Melee at the gaming club I go to every Friday, and that looks really fun. But I've never personally owned a GameCube, so I've been trying to find one for a reasonably good price. I mean, I found one that was $80 the other day, so I'm just waiting till Thursday so I can get paid and so I can put my order in for it. But yeah, I've also got a couple of games in mind that I want to get for it. You know, Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Colosseum, and XD Gale of Darkness. I also went on Reddit and asked for a couple of recommendations of games to pick up. A couple of people recommended Blood Rain. Someone recommended Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I had a good chuckle about that, because even before they recommended it to me, I looked up how much that game was because I wanted to pick it up because I really like the character Ike, because he's my favourite character in Super Smash Bros. And I really wanted to play the Fire Emblem game that he came from. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance PAL version, remember, because I live in Australia and I need the PAL version. Good lord. Thanks for region locking. $235. No thank you. That's more than the console. So I'm thinking that I may pass on Path of Radiance for a while, at least until I have the funds that I need to acquire such a game, because $235, that's more than the console. So I'll leave that for now. But yeah, also stuff like Thousand Year Door. I'd really love to pick up Thousand Year Door. That's not as expensive as Path of Radiance, although I think it's about $90, but that's okay. That's almost as much as a brand new game these days. That's about as much as Overwatch costs. But yeah, I'm looking forward to picking it up and like playing all these amazing games that I've always heard so much about. And, you know, maybe even doing, you know, a Let's Play here or there. Maybe a Mario Sunshine Let's Play, or a Luigi's Mansion versus Luigi's Mansion Let's Play. I've got Versus on the brain. I've been recording too many episodes of Versus. But yeah, actually, mentioning future Let's Plays, I've compiled a small list of games that I definitely want to do Let's Plays of in the future. Not all of them are Nintendo games. Some of them branch out to Sony or to Microsoft. I'm not just gonna... I'm probably gonna predominantly do Nintendo games because they are my... a lot of my favorite games come from Nintendo platforms, so that's obviously why I will be playing a lot of Nintendo games. But there will be things like, you know, Dark Souls, and Tim and I have already said in an episode of Dark Souls Versus, I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I'll reiterate it here. We are definitely playing through the entire series. We are going through every Dark Souls game from 1 to 3. Tim does not have a PS4, unfortunately, so Bloodborne may be out of the question. And Demon Souls, oh, he has a PS3, so we may be able to do Demon Souls, but we'll see how that goes. This Pokeball, oh no, it's an escape rope, never mind, I thought it was something different. There are certain Pokeballs in this place that can actually act as chicks, and I think this might be one of them. I'll just switch in. You know what, Dracoria, you're a ground type, there are a lot of electric types in here, I think you'll do well. Never mind, Ultra Ball, make a liar out of me again, game, damn it. There is certainly an area in this game that contains Pokeballs that turn out to not actually be Pokeballs, and actually turn out to be Pokemon, like Voltorb or Electrode. But the game just seems to be content on making a liar out of me, so whatever. Also, I didn't use Dig, I used Bite, why? But yeah, I did it again! I'm just mashing that A button, it would seem. But yeah, so far my list of games to Let's Play after Pokemon Emerald is finished is, you know, it's not long, it's not like extensive, I don't have pages and pages of games that I want to Let's Play, but there are a couple there. There are some that I want to save for maybe certain occasions, or if I want to try and do another thing like Dark Souls month, I might save it for that. But, yeah. Games I can confirm that will eventually come to the channel, Dark Souls 2 and 3, definitely. Except, like Tim and I have said, those will be done as a co-op, not a versus. We did Dark Souls Versus for two reasons. One, because initially it was what we wanted to do. We wanted to do it as a versus because we'd both played the game a hell of a lot, and we wanted to see who could finish it first and who had the better knowledge. And second reason is a little bit ironic. When we went, we almost did it as a co-op versus. We almost did it as a co-op let's play. But when we went to go play it for the co-op let's play, all the servers were down for some reason. Like, we looked it up, and this was back when just the servers just went out. And I don't know, I don't know why. I think there's an explanation for it, but I remember reading something about it, but I can't remember off the top of my head, so I don't actually remember why they were down. They just were. So Tim and I were like, why don't we just go back to our original idea and race each other through the game? But thankfully Dark Souls 2 and 3 aren't like that, and they do have current servers, so when it comes to playing through those games, we will do it that way. We might not... Oh, excuse me. We might not do that for, you know, a little while. We want to give it a bit of a break, and those will probably be their own series. They won't be run parallel to other projects like Dark Souls Versus has with Pokémon. Next project will probably be a solo project that I'm just doing by myself, chugging along. But yeah, there are obviously a couple more Pokemon games I'd love to do. I'd love to do Crystal or Platinum. Actually, when it comes to Gen 2, I may end up doing Silver. I just thought of Crystal because it's the sister game, and I did the sister game for Gen 3. But I may end up doing Silver for Gen 2 if I ever play that. Fire and Leaf Green, Platinum. I love Platinum, so if I was to ever do Gen 4, I would probably end up playing Platinum. Or Pearl. Probably Platinum, though. One of you... Is it one of you? It's one of you, I swear. There's a Pokeball in here that's a Pokemon. I will bet money on it. If there's not, I will eat a sock. I will eat my sock. I won't actually do that, because that would be unpleasant. Oh, Supersonic, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, there are certain games that I really enjoy that I probably wouldn't consider doing a Let's Play of, like, I love Destiny, but I probably wouldn't ever do a Let's Play of Destiny because, oh, come on, yeah, there we go. I probably wouldn't do a Let's Play of Destiny just because, it's not the kind of game you could do a Let's Play, kind of is. Also, yes, I was right, I called it, yes. So there are Pokeballs in here that are actually Pokemon, and they are either Voltorbs or Electrodes. Here I think they're only Voltorbs just because of the leveling. But in later areas, there are Electrodes. Spoiler alert! I guess. There are areas further in the game that use Electrodes as Pokeballs. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but there you go. Yeah. I think I had someone ask me in... Was it on Facebook or Twitter? In a private message. Someone asked me if I would ever think of doing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Now, I love Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I completely love those games. I think they were incredible recreations of Ruby and Sapphire. Would I ever do a Let's Play of them, though? No. I don't think I would do a Let's Play of them, just because I've already done Hoenn in Emerald, and so I feel like going back and doing Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is kind of just not a cop-out, but I don't know. It's just retreading old ground. I mean, there would be some things I would say, like, I would comment on that are different, but for most of the time, it would be very similar. There'd be a lot of similar things. It would be just more of a case of, now you can find these Pokemon here. Now this is the different event that is happening now. It's, I don't know. I did actually want to say, and this is, I'm going to say this in the most roundabout, non-spoilery way that I can. So, if I come across as very vague and non-descriptive, and yeah, very vague and not explicit, but very, just very vague, apologies. I do have a plan to... There is a certain thing in this game that will happen after we've beaten the main story, so it's a fair way away. But there is a thing in the game that I would like to livestream. I would actually like to try and do a livestream of this, because I feel it's something that, if I did it in a part, it would just be me cutting a lot. It would involve a lot of cutting, and it would probably end up being a shorter video. But I feel like if I live streamed it, it would be it would give me a chance to like chat with you guys, like talk about what's the what. I'm betting you're a Pokemon. Oh no, you're a full heal. Okay. Talk about, you know, what's the what, shoot the breeze, all that sort of stuff. You're a Pokemon. And, you know, that sort of good stuff. Whereas if I did it in a part, it would just be me jumping around here and there. And it wouldn't feel choppy. It would just feel like, I don't know. It wouldn't feel like consistent. It would be like here to here, with everything cut out in between. Whereas if I live streamed it, we would share the experience together, I guess you could say. But yeah, that won't be happening for a while now. Also, totally unrelated to Pokemon, my friends and I are doing an Extra Life live stream this year. We have done for the past 2 years now. We did one in 2014 and 2015. 2014 one was probably more successful than the 2015 one, but 2015 one no one knew about really. In 2014 I think it was a lot more public. I think did I make a video? I think I mentioned it in a video at some point, or I posted it on Facebook. Whereas with 2015 we kind of just let it go up in the air and see who would tune in. But yeah, we're doing one this year. We're not sure about when exactly we're going to do it, but we definitely will. I'm currently in the process of acquiring equipment to do it. I am currently in the process of ordering a new microphone, which is not just for that Extra Life, it is also for my Let's Plays, because this headset is really good. I really enjoy using this headset. It's actually one of the first really good, not only as a gaming headset, but also just to record videos. It's a really good headset to use. Oh yes, good safely. And so I really enjoy it. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. I'll put it up on screen, whatever the microphone's called. But yeah, I really like it for recording. It's good for recording the Let's Plays and the 10s, and so that's really good. But I'd like something like the microphone I'm ordering, which is a Blue Yeti, which only sent me back $100, which isn't too bad actually. But I'd like something like that for when I do console games, because the desktop and my consoles are in completely different rooms. So when I record stuff like Pokemon or Dark Souls, it's easy because Pokemon, I can sit in front of it's a handheld, so I can sit in front of my computer. And also with Dark Souls, it's a PC game, so I can just sit in front of the PC, have the audio on one screen, and the game on the other screen. Also, in my ramblings, we made it to the generator, so we'll quickly turn this off real quick. Jack stepped on the switch. Click. The generator appears to have stopped. And over here, this is a Thunderstone, I believe. Thunderstone, yep. 2. That is the one thing that frustrates me with this game. Your bag can actually get full, which means that Quick Clear will give it to Dracoria. That means that you will not be able to pick up items as displayed when I did that. There we go, we found the Thunderstone. But yes, yeah, just looking to get a nice new microphone for when I intend to do console games. Which also, I am currently in the process of also ordering an Elgato HD game capture or something like that. It's the one that, for those of you who watch Tim's videos, he uses that capture card, and it looks pretty good. That's how he's recording his Let's Play of Pokemon? No, of X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge. That's how he's recording that. And it looks pretty good. Oh wait, we've already got to repel up. So, the reason I wanted to get the game capture HD and not the HD60, I think the other one's called, is because, well, obviously the HD60 is more expensive, but also from what I've heard, the game capture HD is able to record stuff like the GameCube and PS2, which is good because that's stuff that I'm interested in recording. So yeah. Also, I think that's about it for. We're also looking at getting a couple more webcams than we have in previous years. We've currently last year we had 1, and the year before that we had 2. This year we're going to look at getting about 4. One as kind of a global one to look at the entire room, and then we're going to have 1 on the consoles, 1 on the main PC, and then 1 on, I think, 1 on consoles, 1 on PC, 1 as a global one, and 1 on the Nintendo Station stuff. Oh wait, my computer recording the audio just went black. Okay, we're okay. Let's talk to Watson real quick though. I knew it, Jack, I knew it. I'd made the right choice asking you. This is my thanks. A TM containing Thunderbolt. Not bad. I don't think anyone in particular can learn that. So, and we don't have anyone really that would benefit from it overly. So, I think we'll just leave that in our bag. But yeah, that's just a I guess a note of what will be coming in the future. I'm going to put Anorith in the PC because I don't actually intend on using it on my team. For anyone who thought I was intending on using Anorith in my team because I kept it in there, no, I'm not using Anorith or Arnaldo. Although we are getting kind of close to our final Pokemon. Boop. Place. Okie dokie. But yeah, this episode was kind of more of a relaxed, you know, just talking about different stuff, letting you guys know where I've been, what's been happening, what you can expect to see in the future, all that good sort of stuff. Next episode, though, we will be heading to the east to continue our journey in the Hoenn region. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. I will see you guys next time, and give a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channels if you want to find out more about what I do. Check out my other videos, like my top 10s, my Dark Souls Versus, which I've talked about quite a bit in this video, the rest of the series. There's also a link to my Facebook and Twitter down in the description. I think that's the first time I've ever plugged that really, but yep, that's there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.